Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome. It's Pete Niro live from the bunker. I'm in my bunker right now. This is my bunker. We're still in quarantine. What are you gonna do? And here I am. I'm live here for myself. By the time you see this, it'll be on my YouTube, so it won't be live, but you get the idea. Someday I'm actually gonna find an outlet where I can actually do a live show. But let's see how this goes right now. So we're still here. I hope you guys are all doing well over there. We're still in quarantine for how much longer, I don't know. And here we are. And I have a couple things to say that may or may not be out of character for me and my persona and whatnot. But I mean, there's just, scrolling on social media and Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. Well, Facebook mostly. I have some material on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. And then when I'm scrolling through the stuff, it's like, my God, I don't know if we've lost our minds or whatnot. I mean, first of all, let me say, I'm not trying to preach anything, I'm not trying to convince you of anything, I'm not trying to really make a point. I'm just speaking my mind. This quarantine, this lockdown, this pandemic will probably be the worst thing or the most important thing or the most dramatic thing that we all ever face as humans on this planet. It's a horrible thing, and we're here and we're trying to live through it. I don't understand why we're choosing now. We're all cut off from each other. All we really have now is social media. And what are we doing? We're going on Facebook and we're arguing, we're having fights, we're putting up good information, bad information, arguing with each other, being very divisive, there's a lot of division, a lot of discord, lots of arguing. This is the time where we should all come together. I don't understand why we're fighting so much. The left is fighting with the right is fighting with the left. We're blaming this guy, we're blaming that guy, we're blaming that politician, and we're blaming this politician. You know what? Yes, you have a freedom of free speech. We can say what you want, you can have an opinion, but I don't understand why we're fighting so much. And then the jokes. I mean, okay, I know. There's a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of politicians and a whole bunch of things to joke about right now. And I think it's because we're all stuck in here and we're all going a little nuts and we're all trying to vent somehow. I understand. But it's a lot of negativity, guys. I mean, nobody really knows what's happening. Nobody really knows exactly how this happened, what we're going to do, and how we're going to come out of it. But what we're doing, we're going crazy, killing each other on social media. Everybody's losing their minds. I mean, come on, man, And then God forbid somebody actually has a little question or a concern or just raises something and it goes against the natural grain of what everybody's saying and everybody goes fucking nuts. Come on, man. Let's knock it off a little bit. I know we've seen the jokes and the memes and this and that. You know what? Oh my God. I love to be funny. I love to be vulgar. Love to say, what's on my mind and love to entertain people. But when you put a stupid joke on there that just triggers some people, you got like a half of the population here and half of the population there, and they're both saying shit to trigger each other, and everybody's getting pissed off. Like, what's going to happen after this quarantine is over? Are we going to have a fucking civil war because we've all pissed each other off so much? And you know what? It's boring. I'm going through Facebook to look at my posts and look at other very interesting posts of other comedians and other groups and whatnot, but I have to scroll through a whole bunch of shit from a lot of people who have no idea what they're talking about, and they're just, watching too much mainstream news. That's horrible for you. It's going to fuck with your mind. And then, okay, I've heard the joke, I've seen the joke, I've seen the cartoon the first 27 times. It's funny, I get it, you made your point, let's move on. We don't need 48 and 89 more times to post the same shit and then people are arguing left and right. I'm tired of it. Let's move on. Get over it. Let's figure this out. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we can get back to normal soon, because this is killing people. People are losing their jobs. People are going broke. People won't have a house or food soon. And I realize we have to stay home, stay in quarantine. Yes, that's what I'm doing right here. Therefore, this is why I'm in my bunker. But you know what? Let's all work together and let's get through this, because it's going to kill us to stay in quarantine, and it's going to kill us to not be in quarantine. And anyway, whatever. But yeah, social distancing and quarantine. You know what the funny thing is? And I'm going to rant a little bit here. I mean, for example, this is what I want to say is, take one guy, one man who is in his condo. He's been in his condo by himself in quarantine for a few weeks or a month. Fine. He's not exposing himself and he's not getting exposed. Beautiful. So how does this work? He has to eventually leave his house. I know you're getting a whole bunch of food delivered to you, and that's wonderful. But you do have to eventually leave your house and get more supplies, especially if this thing lasts a long time. But then when you go out, you go to a grocery store or a Walmart or whatever, and there are things in place to, social distancing and, keep space and be apart, but not a lot of people are adhering to that. As a matter of fact, almost none from what I've seen. You go to a store and you're supposed to go down certain aisles and there's arrows here and lines there, but okay, fine. So I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to go around as fast as I can, trying to avoid everybody. And what are people doing? Instead of being behind me or beside me, 6, 10, whatever feet it is, and they're like rubbing up against me, and they're like, I'm walking down an aisle and some guy on his fucking cell phone eating a sandwich in the fucking store, walking right towards me like he's playing chicken with me. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out, to keep a radius around this fucking guy. So, you know what I mean? So then I'm thinking, oh my God, and then you see, I'm, driving around downtown, and there's, I've seen porch parties. I have literally seen fucking porch parties. There's like 10, 15, 20 people on someone's porch or in front of their house having a barbecue, drinking, eating, smoking, all crowded together. How is this working out as a fucking quarantine? And then I've seen police show up at that house and break up the party for a couple days, and then they restart again. I don't know what's going on. I don't have the answers. I'm confused. I don't know. Some of it makes sense. A lot of it makes no sense at all. I'm afraid of what's going to happen. We can't do this very much longer. I know, if you go out, then you're going to, I think we're screwed either way. But let's just keep it together. Follow the rules a little bit. See what's going on. And, because otherwise there is no quarantine. You've defeated the whole fucking purpose. If you're going to stay in your house for a month and then you have to go out again, and then you have 10 people rubbing up against you and touching and licking and eating and then you're running around like a fucking, like a lizard trying to avoid all these people. We've just defeated the whole fucking purpose of a quarantine. This is what I've witnessed. This is what I've seen. This is what I know. Not looking to get any haters out there. I'm actually extremely tired of the haters. The comedians, the comedians I've seen out there on social media who think it's funny to, it's this guy's fault, it's that guy's fault. And I know it's everybody's fault and everybody's a moron. I mean, and then the news media is just hyping it up even more. Let's be nice to each other. Let's be nice to each other. Stop the hating, stop the bickering, stop the warring, stop the division. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody, not from me, not the old lady down the street, not you, not your government, not anybody. Nobody knows what's going on. And we're looking to blame someone. Let's just see what happens here. But in the meantime, if we're going to do social distancing and we're going to go into quarantine, let's make it worth something. Because if you're going to be stuck in your condo for a month, then the first time you leave, you have to dodge people and you have people coming up behind you and beside you and running for you while they're on their phone and are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, this is my little rant for today. I am live in my bunker, as I've been the past month and a half or whatever the fuck it is. I'm forgetting anymore what's going on. But here I am. If you see this, check it out. Let me know what you think. Maybe give me your opinion. I don't need any haters. I'm just giving my opinion and I'm observing what's going on. A lot of you will agree. A lot of you will disagree. But let's just take it easy out there. Stop the bullshit. Stop the hating. Stop the whatever it is that's going on. Let's just have fun. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun myself. Get some people to join me. Have a little bit of fun. You know, be rude, be a pig, have a good time, have a laugh. Have a fucking laugh. Pete Niro out.